Welcome back to CSTV as the Spirit of the American Cowboy Foundation edges closer to its second annual New England Wild West Fest, June 26th to the 28th at the Marshfield Fairgrounds. I'm your host, Nicole Logan, and joined with us today is Executive Director and founder of the SACF, Mike Allison. Now tell us what prompted you to start the foundation.
Early in 2005, we started a nonprofit corporation. The original intent was to help other charities raise money for their own charitable purposes by promoting the sport of rodeo. The original name of the organization was the Ironman Rodeo Association. And then in early 2006, a dear friend of ours and former colleague found out that her son was diagnosed with neuroblastoma, a particularly devastating form of cancer. And we made the decision at that time to focus our efforts on raising money for pediatric cancer research. We renamed the organization the Spirit of the American Cowboy Foundation. Now
your motto is helping fight childhood cancer 8 seconds at a time. What is the link between cowboys and children in the fight of their lives?
Well, I think rodeo and bull riding is a metaphor for the struggle that any child, or anyone for that matter, but particularly children, we think of it as a metaphor for children fighting this battle. You know, maybe it's a foe they don't understand. Certainly is a fearsome foe, and that idea of battling against the odds, no matter how bleak or dire. You know, keeping the fight, never quit, never say die, never weaken. Those are it's sort of the linkage between the two, and the courage. You know, people think of cowboys as rough and tough, but you've never seen courage until you've gone to the Jimmy Fund Clinic with us at Dana-Farber and saw, and you've seen kids that are battling for their lives against a disease they don't understand.
Unbelievable. Now, when people think of rodeos, they think Texas. What does the New England Wild West Fest bring to the Northeast?
Well, first of all, as a native of Fort Worth, Texas, I can understand that. I think there may be some people who are involved in the sport of rodeo in places like Kansas and Cheyenne and Calgary that may take exception to your Texas comment, but I understand. Actually, the predecessor to what is today the largest rodeo sanctioning body in the world, the Professional Rodeo Cowboys Association, its predecessor was called the Cowboy Turtles Association. It was actually begun in the Boston Garden in 1936, and when a group of cowboys gathered together to rebel against a crooked promoter. Back in the 20s and 30s, promoters would bring groups of cowboys up through, and they would do many performances at the Madison Square Garden in New York, and then we'd come up to the Boston Garden and do several weeks of performances there. So there's long been an audience and an appreciation for the Western lifestyle, which is obviously not endemic to New England, but is something nonetheless that is much appreciated, and we think we bring a world-class type of show and a world-class kind of competition. We've had some great talent so far, and we expect that the talent level will continue to increase over the years.
Thank you, Mike. It was a pleasure to have you on this episode of Cowboy Spirit TV. We look forward to seeing everyone at the New England Wild West Fest, June 26th to the 28th. Mark your calendars. It's going to be an awesome weekend, the prettiest weekend in June, and we'll see you all there.
And dying young, I'm living real fast to get her done.